And welcome back to another episode of Robbo's Wrap. This week we'll be talking about the Geelong game that just gone. Wasn't the best result that we were looking for, but there's a couple of positives that we can take out of the game. And we'll be previewing Richmond, so there's plenty to go through about that. And talking point is our under-18 championships. Does it need more relevance in the year? Do you know who the top 10 are, best players in the comp? So we'll have a look at those things.
McCluggage again from the pocket, from the corner, a tight spot, a great kick. What a goal from Hugh McCluggage, a glimpse of the future for the Lions.
I believe that we took 2 steps forward last week against Essendon and we took 1 step back on the weekend. The first quarter was great. Sitting in the stands, I was very pleased with the boys. We had more scoring shots than Geelong. We just couldn't capitalise on them, and we went through some footage today and we had a look at some of the things that we could have done better, especially turnovers, which led to the second quarter blowout. Unfortunately, we couldn't stem the flow that much, but there's definitely some positives we can take out of it, especially in terms of defence and making sure that we switch on in offence and defence.
Buzzer! Oh, so close. Dangerfield! Clear and present. He was there and he's kicked the goal.
As I mentioned last week, it was going to be a battle of the midfields. Unfortunately, we didn't win enough contested footy, and that led to a lot of inside 50s against. But as we spoke about, Dangerfield v Zorko was a big one. I believe Zorko got the chocolates on the weekend. He played one of his best games I've ever seen.
And look at Zorko, when there's the notion of a goal on the run, Dane Zorko is there to be found, and what a player he is! What a slashing player he is!
He had the highest fantasy score for the year, 181. That's one of the biggest ones I've seen. He did it all, kicked 4 goals, 1 contested football, and tackled hard. So he's been great. He got 9 coaches' votes on the weekend, so he's 4th now in the league in the coaches' votes, so he's going very well. I think he might be an All-Australian selection at the end of the year. He has to keep up his good form, but I think we should be looking at that.
A good goal-kicking form this year. 10 goals, 3. Been back in the side for the last 5 weeks. Kicked a crucial goal last week, and he's popped that one through. Ryan Bastanak, well played.
Another one is Ryan Bastanak. He's come into the round since round 10. He's played very well. He's kicked 10 goals in 6 games. He was put on him early in the year. He went back to the NEFL and really showed why he can be a very competitive player for us. So I look forward to seeing what he can produce at the end of the year and going to next year.
Ryan Bastanak showed his kicking prowess earlier in this game. And that's working back, shaped beautifully, and it's through for a goal, the first of the second half to the Lions.
And that takes us to that game this weekend. We've got Richmond on Sunday, Etihad Stadium. We're looking forward to it. We're looking for a chance to redeem ourselves. We've won 2 out of the last 5. They've won 3 out of the last 5. They'll have a point to prove, Richmond, this week. They've had a lot of media attention in the last couple of days. Big loss against St Kilda, so they'll be looking to bounce back this week. And a player that I want to touch on is Dustin Martin. He's in Brownlow form. I tagged him earlier in the year when we played Richmond. We lost by 52 points. And another great matchup I'd love to see would be Harris Andrews on Rewalt. They've had a couple of battles already and it's been very good. Also, they're small forwards. They're going to be pretty dangerous this week, so I know they like to get the ball over the back and kick those goals from the goal square. So this week's talking point is, how is our under-18 national competition going? Personally, I think that's somewhere we can definitely improve on as a community, and the AFL can help out there as well. I think that we can take a leaf out of NBA's book because every college, every player or every supporter knows where the top 10's going for the players, and I think we only bump that up towards the draft day. So I think that we can definitely take a leaf out of their book. Every player should be knowing who's going to come into the competition, or especially the top 10. So I think if every team had an academy of some sort, that they can travel with the teams and they can play a curtain raiser to get them some kind of exposure, would be really good. And the players could play on the big stadiums, so when they come into their draft year, they won't be too starstruck by that. But I think you've seen an article come out this week about that, and hopefully we can kind of improve the under-18 carnival at the time. So that's the wrap for Robbo's Wrap. This week's going to be a great game. I can really sense the boys want to bounce back. They were pretty disappointed on the weekend, so I think it's going to be a big battle. Richmond have got something to prove, and so do we. So they want to be a top 8 contender, and we really want to improve on our consistency through the years. So everybody get down to Etihad Stadium at 1:10. It's going to be a great game, and make sure you use your hashtags all for one, because we love to see your support. Thank you. Robbo out.